Hello and welcome back. Let's get a very special guest now to talk about the budget, to decode. Rajnish Kumar, Chairman at SBI, is with us. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always good to talk to you. Your view on the overall budget, especially the fact that FM has kept the overall fiscal deficit target and the borrowing, and we have also seen bond markets reacting positively. How would you react to this news?
No, that is a very big positive, and that we have seen in bond markets, how have they reacted. The other thing is that many reforms which were part of the Honorable Finance Minister's speech, I was looking at some of the media debates, so they have not got the due attention, and particularly the labor code, the investment in affordable housing, the push towards electrical vehicles. So very substantial reliefs have been announced. Even bank recapitalization of 70,000 crore. I think most of us were expecting that it would not exceed 40,000 crore. So it means that growth capital will be available to the bank, and which should give boost to the lending by the banks, and the remaining PCA banks. Hopefully in this year they will come out of the PCA framework. And in terms of the push, which I believe that this budget is more focused on the demand side push, and that is what was needed currently. And similarly, of course, for NBFC sector, this 1 lakh crore and the 10% partial credit enhancement, that will also enable at least flow of credit to the better managed NBFCs. And wherever there are issues with an individual NBFC, that in any case the banks and those NBFCs, we are trying to resolve within the 7 June framework of Reserve Bank of India, and the move to move the regulation from NHB to the Reserve Bank. This is also a very well thought and good move, because NHB's capability to regulate HFC sector as compared to Reserve Bank of India's capability to regulate the financial sector as a whole, I think it is much more and much higher.
Right, now Mr. Kumar, surely there have been a lot of positives. However, specifically the Finance Minister announced that PSU bank recapitalization, 70,000 crores. Do you think that that amount is enough for PSU banks for FY20?
Yes, because what we have to understand and appreciate, that this 70,000 crore is coming on the top of 1,55,000 crore, which was provided in the last 2 years through recapitalization bonds and the budgetary support. And in the last years, this budgetary support is highest, 70,000 crore. And on the top of it, banks themselves were to raise another about 60,000 crore. And as a combination of this and bringing out the PCA banks out of PCA framework, so I think this calculation more or less is aligned with what was the estimate and what was the capital requirement of the banks. And the money, of course, like State Bank of India. So we don't expect that we will get anything out of 70,000 crore, and we don't need it either. So this money will also goes to those banks who need it. That is, of course, no allocation has been done as yet, but that is my reading of the situation.
So, sir, just talking about this PSU bank recap, specifically for SBI, do you expect government to infuse capital into SBI for FY20 out of the total announcement of this 70,000 number?
No, neither we need it nor we expect it.
Right, so you don't expect that. Let's talk about some other positive steps for NBFC sector. Government has proposed regulatory power for RBI on HFCs in terms of NBFCs. How positive is this? What are the immediate steps that you expect RBI for NBFCs or HFCs?
No, because the regulation by RBI, as I said, that it will be much better. Then to the lenders also, they can draw the comfort from this fact that now the regulation is with the RBI. As a lender, we depend on a lot of things. We depend upon due diligence, we depend upon like the regulation, we depend on the credit rating agencies, we depend on the auditors. So it is the entire ecosystem which needs to be strengthened and regulated.
The entire system which needs to be strengthened. Mr. Kumar, we'll let you go on that note. Thank you for sharing with us your thoughts on what has happened in the budget, particularly for the banking sector.